Okay, hello everyone. My name is Esther. I'm a teacher in Tsinghua Language and Culture Center. You're asking me about my opinion on culture exchange and this language program. Of course, I think it's wonderful. It's really, really good. My answer will be really simple because America is the biggest and the greatest developed country in the world, and China is the biggest and greatest developing country in the world. Of course, we should exchange, communicate, and if you want to learn a language or you want to know the culture, I think you should go there, experience, and not just stay at home or in your school and read books. I think go there is the best way to learn it. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. My name is Yin Lauri. I'm a professor here at Tsinghua University. You asked me about my opinion on international exchange program. I think this is a wonderful program, and this makes students to learn. And it's not from classroom, not from papers, not from books, rather you're from your daily life. Like today, people talk about what they like, what they don't like. That's a true feeling. And if you don't have this exchange program, you will not get first-hand information about what you really like, what you don't like. So in this sense, I think it is really worthwhile to come, and I hope you guys can have opportunity to communicate with the student here, if you can, rather than you guys group together. And so in that sense, you can really know students themselves, and so that in that way you can know what they think about what they study, and probably it could give them some influence about your understanding about China, your understanding about America, so that in turn you can have a good exchange within people. Not just exchange program, rather than exchange of people. So in that way, I think it should be really good for students and for your university as well. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, this is Du Xiaojie. I'm a Chinese teacher at Tsinghua University. I'm the instructor of Chinese in this program. So for me, cultural exchange is important because it is an eye-opening opportunity. No matter how much you learn at your university about a different culture, nothing is compared to really an experience abroad, especially for the American university students who are interested in Chinese culture and language. Even better if they have actually learned a bit of Chinese. When they come here, they can talk to people, they experience the culture, they talk to people, they say how people live. I just think it's a whole different experience. And also for Chinese students, learning English for so many years, very interested in Western culture, greatly influenced by the Western culture. It's very beneficial for them to actually go to the States, to see their education system, to see how people live, to see how students learn. How I'm sure I haven't been to the States so far. But I'm sure it's gonna be like a very unforgettable and worthwhile, fulfilling experience. So Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Martin Slavens, and I am the program coordinator for the Summer in Beijing program and an instructor in political science. So, why study abroad? And specifically in China. China is just a really fantastic country, culture, and the students who come here, we're here at the very end of a program, just have a life-changing experience. I mean, each student, I think, has really commented to that effect. And so the reason that it's such a big deal and a wonderful experience for students is that it forces students out of their comfort zone. It's different enough. It's not as familiar as other countries. The language, the culture, expectations, and the traffic, and the way the city's set up, it's just really a different experience. And so I think that's important because it forces students to change their perspectives, to see and experience something just brand new. And so it's a growing experience in that regard. China is also, of course, such an important country globally, and knowing the language, being able to thrive in another country like China is going to be useful in a number of regards. So whether you're pursuing academics, business, or really any field, having this on your resume, having this to talk about with whatever future career and jobs that you're looking for will be helpful. And I mean, I just personally, I love China. I love the mix between ancient and the very modern, very contemporary. It's something that it's like a city like Beijing, and we went to Xi'an. I mean, you're stumbling over just significant cultural artifact after artifact, and watching these same areas just being used in really new and innovative ways. So you have this wonderful combination, and China, of course, has such a rich history, its modern history, in addition to its ancient history, that I think students just have so much that they can gain from being here.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Yiju Huang. I am assistant professor at Bowling Green State University. I teach Chinese literature and Chinese philosophy and Chinese cinema, and also teach Chinese language. So probably get a sense that I teach anything related to China. Okay, so the first question is about the importance of study abroad. I want to speak in a personal way because I was born in China. I did most of my education in China. I'm a Chinese woman. I went to America for graduate school, and just the experience of traveling from one culture to a different culture completely changed my perspective of life, of people, of culture. Not only in terms of difference, but also in terms of similarity. I myself benefited so much from cross-cultural education. So after I became a professor, I started this program because I wanted our students to at least as a beginner to have this kind of exposure to a different country. And the importance of China, well, what's great about China is its sense of time and sense of complexity. China is a strange phenomenon. It captures so much tension and so many contradictions. It has so much potentiality and problems. You see everything. You see the sense of time, his ancient sites. You see legacies of old traditions, old men doing Tai Chi in the park in early morning. You see extremely cosmopolitan side of China that is comparable, if not newer than New York City. But you also see the gap between rich and poor. China captures everything in terms of time, in terms of our dilemma as human beings, what we want as people, where is our culture leading to. And I think it's very, very important for American students to come to China and experience that themselves. And how China is portrayed in the States is absolutely not accurate. I think China is more humane. We have very loving people who are genuinely interested in people from different cultures. China is not one thing, and students need to come to China to experience that. And I think on a professional level, and this is related to He Jun's second question about the importance of studying Tsinghua, I want to get the best opportunity for our students. So on a pragmatic level, professional level, Tsinghua is definitely a career enhancer. Tsinghua is a top university in China. So our students, I think it's a privilege and honor for students probably appreciate that too, to study at Tsinghua. And I think it's the beginning of a wonderful journey for each student, professionally, humanly, and intellectually. So.
Thank you.